The 10th-ranked Florida State Seminoles hosted the 7th-ranked Duke Blue Devils for an ACC rivalry basketball game Tuesday night. The Seminoles bullied their way to an 88-72 victory behind a staggering 56 points in the paint. The Seminoles were led by starting center Michael Ojo, who looked to take advantage of a Duke squad who was without their injured star big man, Emil Jefferson. On defense, the Seminoles rattled and contained junior Duke guard Grayson Allen to just 9 points on 2 of 6 shooting from the field. The rest of the Duke offense didn't fare much better, shooting only 41% from the field and a dismal 29% from three-point range. For the Seminoles, junior guard Xavier Raythan-Mays was aggressive all night, scoring 21 points and dishing 3 assists on 53% shooting. Guards Dwayne Bacon and Raythan-Mays spoke about the depth of the team and controversial Duke guard Grayson Allen to reporters after the game.
Second half, just because they don't have as many guys they can sub as we do. We got a rotation of 12 guys. It can be 13 if we put in VA, but we got a lot of guys that can play, and our coaches are going to play them just because that's how we've been winning all year.
Grayson Allen is the head of the snake with Duke. When he goes, they go. And I want to be able to take him out of the game early. I want to be able to frustrate him, make him second guess the things that he was doing before. I think I did a good job of that.
The Florida State Seminoles improved to 16-1 on the season and 4-0 in ACC play, and will look to continue to dominate against North Carolina on Saturday afternoon. This is Stanley Danzy, News 20 at 5. The Florida State men's basketball team entered the week with a record of 12-3 and 1-2 in ACC play. The Seminoles hosted Louisville University on Wednesday, followed by Syracuse University on Saturday. Both games have tournament seeding implications, as all 3 teams are vying for an NCAA tournament bid. Florida State managed to build a 13-point first-half lead behind 11 points from team-leading scorer Terrence Mann.
Trying to avoid that in the first half because we made some threes, but because we were sputtering a little bit, we had to take the ball, had to attack off the dribble, and then we played right into their hands, and I thought that was probably the thing that made the biggest difference in the game.
In the second matchup of the week, the Seminoles front court dazzled as forward Phil Kofer posted 16 points alongside center Chris Kamaji's 23 points and 8 rebounds. The Seminoles saw a 10-point lead dissipate as Syracuse guard Tyus Battle put up 37 points to help lead his team into overtime. Later in double overtime, Florida State outscored the Orange 19-8 to lead to a 101-90 ACC victory.
Like I said before, I feel like anybody on our team can make the shots, and we trying to take the best shot available, even though we're trying to get in the paint and attack the basket.
The Seminoles, who were already without team-leading scorer and rebounder Terrence Mann, saw key reserve P.J. Savoy go down with a devastating leg injury. The Florida State Seminoles have had a brutal ACC schedule after facing Louisville and Syracuse in back-to-back ACC games. On Wednesday, the Seminoles fell to Louisville by 4 after leading by 14 points at the half. Again, the Seminoles led against the Syracuse Orange on Saturday, but managed to win in double overtime. This is Stanley Danzy reporting, News 20 at 5. The Florida State Seminoles took on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish Wednesday night in another ACC juggernaut match. The Seminoles improved to 5-1 in conference play behind a tight 83-80 win. Seminoles guard Raythan-Mays had 8 points and 7 assists and was clutch down the stretch, notching 2 late-game baskets. Coach Mike Bray gave Mays praise after the game.
I think Mays is he's just kind of how he played tonight. He's really clutch, when he's got it in his hands, and he wanted the ball and wanted to take really big shots.
Freshman Jonathan Isaac provided more late-game heroics for the Seminoles, pouring in 9 points in the fourth and 21 for the night. FSU coach Hamilton explained the importance of Isaac's confidence after the game.
I think he's gaining more confidence. He doesn't feel any pressure other than he's growing and maturing, and he's looking for opportunities now, to affect the game. And it's organic.
Despite the Fighting Irish shooting 71% from 3, the Florida State Seminoles eerily squeaked by as they won 83-80, riding the hot hand of forward Jonathan Isaac, who scored 21 points, posted 10 boards, and even had 7 blocks for the night. This is Stanley Danzy, News 20 at 5. Over 26,000 fans Packed Bragg Memorial Stadium for Florida A&M University's annual homecoming and MEAC rivalry matchup against North Carolina A&T. North Carolina A&T entered the game an unblemished 6-0, and while the Rattlers show glimpses of how good it could be, the Aggies' powerhouse offense led them to another victory, defeating FAMU 31-20. FAMU head coach Alex Wood threw support behind his football team as they battled back from a 28-7 first-half deficit, but did mention that mistakes by his team are the ultimate reason why the unit fell to 2-4 on the year.
We just make too many mistakes in crucial situations to win the game today. It's probably the way our kids fought and played hard, but just too many mistakes again to win a game like we did today.
Junior running back Devin Bowers led the FAMU offense on the ground with his 7th straight 100-yard rushing performance, while quarterback Brian Stanley led the Rattlers through the air, throwing for 167 yards and 1 touchdown. Though he did throw a crucial interception in the third quarter, just 10 seconds after the Rattlers forced an interception and only a minute after the Rattlers offense drove down the length of the field and scored to begin their second half comeback attempt. Following the game, Devin Bowers spoke about ball security and criticized his own fumble that went through the end zone and would have been his 3rd touchdown for the game.
I'll take the blame for the loss today, because that's ball security. That's a big mistake on me. That's my number 1 job. And the past few weeks I've been turning it over, so there's no other choice but to improve on my ball security, because ball security is job security.
On the defensive side of the ball, the Rattlers held A&T to just 3 points in the second half. FAMU also took 2 interceptions from the Aggies and recorded 2 tackles behind the line of scrimmage in the loss. The Florida A&M University Rattlers were able to enjoy many things during this homecoming week, but unfortunately a win was not one of them. After the Rattlers fell behind 28-7 after the first half, they attempted to mount a comeback, but ultimately fell to the North Carolina A&T Aggies 30-21. The Rattlers will now travel to Hampton University to face MEAC rival. This is Stanley Danzey reporting for the 2017 Homecoming Special. The Florida State Seminoles clashed against the Louisville Cardinals Saturday in an epic ACC matchup at Doak Campbell Stadium. The Cardinals sealed the victory with a 34-yard field goal to go ahead 31-28 as time expired. Reigning Heisman winner and Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson put on another show-stopping performance as he racked up over 300 yards in total offense for his 8th consecutive game, accumulating 178 yards on the ground and 156 yards through the air, including 1 touchdown. Florida State found themselves in a 14-28 deficit after the third quarter, but battled back after Nyquan Murray recovered a fumble in the end zone and later caught a 20-yard touchdown pass from freshman quarterback James Blackman. Head coach Jimbo Fisher exchanged words with the fan while exiting the stadium and was subsequently asked about his frustration in the post-game press conference.
Support me. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to be nasty. I should have said something. But at the same time, defending players and people you're with, I'm in charge of them. I love them.
Freshman quarterback James Blackman was able to put together a strong performance, throwing for 2 touchdowns, 248 yards, but did have 2 interceptions on the day. Running backs Jacquez Patrick and Cam Akers led the Seminoles on the ground, rushing for 70 and 77 yards respectively. On Monday morning, Patrick was confirmed to have suffered a knee injury and will likely miss the rest of the season. Though the running back had nothing but high praise for the running backs FSU still has left to finish the season.
This is not just me and Cam in that position group. There's a lot of guys in that group that we all work hard, you know what I'm saying? And we just go out there, execute, what we coached. And that's the biggest thing. We got a good coach.
In Tallahassee area sports, our very own Rattler softball team has enjoyed success early on in the season. Legendary coach Wiggins became the first coach in HBCU history to reach 700 wins. The ladies are currently 2-1 in MEAC play and are being led by senior pitcher Kenya Pereira on the mound. Pereira is an all-conference pitcher and boasts a 3.68 ERA on the season. Crossing over to the court, the Rattler men finished a disappointing season, winning just 7 games and accumulating 23 losses. Samuels, who won just 17 games in 3 seasons as head coach for Florida A&M, was told at the end of the season that his contract would not be renewed. A bright spot for the Rattlers was junior forward Derek Dandridge. The forward from Memphis, Tennessee, showed major improvements for the Rattlers and will be gearing up for his final go-around and senior season. In the backcourt, guard Marcus Barham led the team in assists and will also be returning to the Rattlers for his senior season. Flipping the script, our Rattler women battled all season long, posting a winning record in MEAC play. The ladies tied for 4th in the conference. Over the hill and across the tracks, the Florida State Seminoles turned in a stellar season, winning 26 games. The Noles were led by guards Dwayne Bacon, Xavier Rathan-Mays, as well as forward Jonathan Isaac. Bacon, who was a sophomore, led the team in scoring, averaging 17.2 points per game. The star guard also took home all ACC second team honors for the season. Bacon announced last month that he would be leaving Tallahassee to pursue a career in the NBA. Switching over to Mackley Park, where athletes competed in the annual Red Hills Triathlon. Events included a 1/3 mile swim in Lake Hall, a 19.3 mile bike ride, and a 5K run to finish it off. Some athletes competed for fun, while others used the event for qualifying. Covering all of your Tallahassee sports, this is Stanley Danzy, Sports Zone.